Hello, welcome back. I hope it has been a great week for everyone. Um, Now we're going to continue with what we have been doing, like we were doing last week. First, I want to remind that if you want to saw this live, you can join the Discord channel. I'm going to put the link in the description, and you can ask questions while I'm explaining. Well, so just a reminder. I also put the schedule in the description and for everything through Discord. So now let's get started to see how long we can go today. First, this question is basically almost the same as like the 19 one that was very long. So let's start. So they say that PR is congruent to PQ or basically equal to PQ. So let's calculate the distance for these two sides. Although a simple side, I can say that they are not congruent, but let's still calculate the distance. So, as you remember, this formula is very important. Distance is equal square root x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1 x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. In this case, I need to make this smaller. Oops. Oh, I need to make this smaller so I can put it here. So this is going to be equal x2, this is PR. So PR first, I'm going to put it right here. PR. X2 is going to be 0. Minus x1 is minus 2 square plus y2 is negative 2 y1 is 2, so negative 2 plus minus 2 um square. Now minus 2 is just plus 2 and 0 plus 2 is 2, so 2 square plus minus minus 2, and we keep the signs and they both have the same sign, and we add them together, so it's minus 4, and this is square. 2 square is just 4. um Negative 4 squared, since like negative 4 squared is just negative 4 times negative 4, and we multiply two numbers that have the same sign, we just keep it positive, so this is going to be positive. The plus 4 times 4 is 16, so 16, and I'm going to move this to the side again. Make it a little smaller, better. This is going to be equal. For plus 16 is 20, so this is square root is 20. Now for PQ, we use the same formula, the distance formula. We already have it there, so I'm just going to substitute the values right away. So this is PQ. We have the square root of x2 is going to be equal 4, minus x1 is negative 2, so minus 2 square plus y2 is equal to 0, so this is going to be 0 minus minus 2, o sea, I mean minus 2, like 0 minus 2 square, and this is going to be, oh, sorry, okay, this is going to be equal, minus and minus is plus, so 4 plus 2 is 6, so 6 square plus 0 minus 2 is negative 2, since we escape negative 2, and we do negative 2 square, and negative 2 times negative 2 is going to be 4, so this is plus 4, and 6 times 6 is 36, so this is 36 plus 4 is 40, so this is square root of 40. And as you see, they are not equal. Like PR is not equal to PQ, so this is false. Let me choose that again. Yeah, false. Now, PR is equal to RQ. We already have the distance for PR, so we are not going to calculate it again. Like it is not necessary. It's going to make this smaller. We need to calculate the distance for RQ. We have the formula is RQ. So the x2 is equal 4, x1 is equal 0 square plus y2 is equal 0, y 1 is equal negative 2, so minus negative 2, and this is square. 4 minus 0 is obviously 4, and we keep the square, plus minus minus is positive, so 0 plus 2 is just 2 square, and this is going to be 16 for 4 times 4 is 16, 2 times 2 is 4. This is square root of 20, which we see that RQ is the same as PR, so this statement is true. Now, PR is perpendicular to RQ. As I explained it here, is I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did it. Like in the last video, explained that for a line to be perpendicular, their slabs needs to be opposite and reciprocal, which means that they need to be this contrary, like the opposite sign. One needs to be positive and the other needs to be negative. And the like one, for example, the slope for the first one is A, the slope for the second one needs to be negative 1 over 8. That's the meaning of like this is the meaning of reciprocal. 1 over the number. So for this we need to calculate the slope of the two lines. So the slope of PR, I'm just gonna call it M. Oh, just in case, the formula for the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the slope for PR, I'm sorry for my voice, is like a little bit how can I say it? Nah, I don't know how to say it. Like it's just a little bit hard right now, but I'm okay, don't worry. So the slope for PR is going to be y2, this is negative 2 minus y1, this is 2 over x2 this is 0 minus -2, so minus -2. This is going to be equal minus, like -2 minus 2. This is just -4 since they have the same sign, so we just add them together and keep the sign. And minus minus is going to be plus, so 0 plus 2 is just 2. Now we can divide 4 divided by 2 is 2, and since they have opposite side, we just keep the negative side. Like we just put the negative side there. And I'm also going to make this smaller. Okay, wait. Okay. Now, as I explained before, right now for RQB perpendicular to PR, the slope will need to be 1 over 2. Since the negative 2 is already like negative, we need a positive 1, and the reciprocal of 2 is like 1 over 2, 1 over the number. So this will need to be the slope of the second um, line or equation for they to be perpendicular. So let's calculate the slope of RQ. So slope of RQ is going to be equal y2 is 0 minus -2 x in like 4 minus 0. So minus minus positive, so 0 plus 2 is just 2. 4 minus 0 is just 4. And as we can see, our slope is just like we can simplify by 4. 2 divided by 4 by 2. We can simplify by 2, I'm sorry. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So our result is 1 over 2. As I explained it before, you can see that -2 is reciprocal to 1 over 2. Since when you basically divide 1 by the number on this contrary sign, on the on the opposite sign, you get that -2 will be 1 over 2. So I hope you guys understand that. Don't forget to ask me or like send me a quick message if you don't understand something through Discord. So like basically we get that our result, like this statement is true. Now, triangle PQRS is a right triangle. As we see, they are perpendicular. For a triangle to be a right triangle, one of the side, like two of the sides need to be perpendicular to each other. So this statement is also true. Triangle PQRS is an isosceles triangle. Now, if you don't know, this is just for you to remember. You like your teacher probably taught you this as a reminder, and it's so, like there are three types of triangle. There is the equilateral with equilateral, well, where I'm gonna say equi just mean equal, lateral just mean sides. If you know Spanish, it's kind of easy because in Spanish, lados, like sides, is equal lados. So it kind of sounds the same. So equilateral just means equal sides. So as you can imagine, an equilateral triangle have all their sides equal. Now, the next one is an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle has, wait, wait, let me write this the same. Isosceles has only two of their sides equal. So this side is equal this, but this side is neither. That's the reason like I put a different sign. Neither. Or you can just leave it blank. And that's an isosceles triangle. The last one is the escalene. I don't know how to write it, so I'm going to just search for it. Escalene is right this. Right? Yeah, it's just right this. Okay. So the escalene triangle is the one that doesn't have like that their sides are not equal. So basically any like weird triangle like this. But this side is one length, this side is another length, and this side is another length. It is escalene triangle. There are tricky questions normally in the test that can ask you that is an equilateral triangle also an isosceles triangle? And the answer for that is yes. The only requirement for a triangle to be an isosceles one is for have two sides equal, and any equilateral triangle have three sides equal. So they technically have also two because the requirement is to have at least two side equals. But um not all isosceles triangle can be equilateral triangle. Now, to be an equilateral, they all need to have three equal sides, not only two and not different one. Just the three have to be the same length. For the isosceles, they just need to be two. And if as we calculated before, we saw that PR is like PR. This is actually equal to our Q. They have the same length. Like this is equal this. So since they are both equal, yes, triangle PQR is also a triangle. And just as a reminder, this is for part D. Right triangle is a triangle. Wait, I'm going to do like a little box here. Wait, no, let me put this all together. Oops. And I can basically put it here. Yeah. Now, and also this. A right triangle is a triangle that has one right angle. We don't worry about how long its sides are. It's just their angles. So if it has one right angle, which is the same as a 90-degree angle, then it is a right triangle. Now, there is also acute triangle. Um, I forgot the name of the other one, but let me explain you acute. And so an acute triangle, it could be something like this. It just means that all of its sides is going to be, wait, I'm going to write it here. All of its sides are going to be like all of its angles, not sides. I'm sorry. Angles are going to be less than 90 degrees. So basically that the three angles inside of the triangle are going to be less than 90 degrees. They cannot be 90 degrees and they cannot be more than 90 degrees. And the third one, right, acute, obtuse, obtuse triangle. So the third one is like this. This means that one angle, only one angle, is greater than 90 degrees. So a right triangle. Oops, I put triangle instead of triangle. So right triangle will be one 90-degree angle, and obtuse is going to be. Oh, I didn't put the name. This is acute, and this is obtuse. So an acute triangle is that all of its angles are going to be less than 90 degrees. So the three of them are going to be less than 90 degrees. And an obtuse triangle is that one angle is going to be greater than 90 degrees. And that's basically it. Now, let's see question 21. Given quadrilateral CD EF shown below, which of the following statements are true? Select all that apply. So we have that CF is equal square root of 52. So let's calculate that. We already have been using the distance formula. As you can see, it has been like very important. So, oops, let's use the distance formula. So distance formula is equal square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. And when we substitute the distance for CF, the CF equal square root of x2 is 0 minus x1 is minus 4 square plus y2 is negative 2 minus y1 is 4 square. So 0, like minus and minus is plus, and 0 plus 4 is just 4. It's just 4. I'm going to move this to this side. I just got that square root of 4 squared plus minus 2 minus 4. They have the same sign, so we just keep the sign and add them together. So it's minus 6 squared. Now 4 squared is 16 plus minus 6 times minus 6. They have the same sign, so we get that positive answer. 6 times 6 is 36, so 36. And when we add 16 and 36 together, we got 52. So yes, the f is equal a square root of 52. And this answer is right. Now DE is equal 5. As you can see, we can use the distance formula, but this is an easy exercise that you can see by eye. You can just count. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. There is no x displacement, it's only y. It's like a right line. So you can see that there are like five square. And yeah, like so the e is also like is going to be 5. That's it. Like you can always do the distance formula since there is no x displacement, it's only going to be y. So a square root of -2, no, -3, -2, -3 minus 2 square. So -2 minus 2 is going to be -5. -5 times -5 is just 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. And that's how you do it with the distance formula. And now it says that CF is equal CD. So let's see that. We calculate, and we already calculate CF, so now let's calculate CD. We have that the distance of CD, and this is going to be equal square root of x2 is 4 minus x1 is -4 plus y2 is 2 minus 4 is 2, like like to to the 2, I mean square. Minus minus positive, so oops, I forgot to put the square here. So 4 plus 4 is 8, so this is going to be 8 squared plus 2 minus 4. They have different signs, so we subtract them and leave the sign of the greater one. So 4 minus 2 is 2, and since the 4 is negative, our result is going to be -2, and this is square. 8 squared is 64, like 8 times 8 is 64. -2 times -2 is +4, since negative times negative positive. And we got a square root of 68. And as you can see, this is false. They are not equal. Like the distance is not the same. Now, the slope of FE is -1/4. Now, as I explained it, like in this example, yeah, I use the slope. Yep, here we are. Yeah, this is a slope. I just was confused because I also used it in the last example. Let me draw a line here so I don't get confused. Now, as I mentioned, the the slope formula is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the slope for FE is going to be equal. Let me do this E like a period E. Okay, it's going to be equal. Y2 is -3 minus y1 is -2 over, oops, okay, x2 is 4 minus 0. So this is equal to minus minus positive, so minus 3 plus 2, they have different signs, so we just subtract them, and 3 minus 2 is 1. But since the 3 have the a negative sign, the result is going to be negative 1, and 4 minus 0 is just 4. So yes, the slope of FE is indeed 1 over 4, so this is true. And sorry, let's just keep going. Now for the slope of CD, we are going to use the slope formula again. We have m of CD going to be equal y2 is equal to, and y2 is equal to y1 is equal 4. So this is going to be 2 minus 4, and the x2 is equal 4, and x1 is equal minus 4. So this is just 4 minus 4. 2 minus 4 is just going to be like they have different signs, so it's going to be 4 minus 2, which is 2, but since the 4 has a negative sign, our answer needs to be negative 2, and minus positive, so 4 plus 4 is 8. And we can simplify this divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So this is going to be negative 1 over 4. So yes, this is also true. Now it says that quadrilateral CDAEF is a trapezoid. Now for yeah, it is a trapezoid. We can say like as soon as we saw it, but the thing is that you can see that this line is parallel to this line because they have the same slope. So for a line to be parallel to the other, they need to have the same slope. And I draw this because this is the sign of parallel. Like that is like widely used to represent that a line is parallel to the other. It's like a happy face. I don't know. So yeah, as you can see, since they are parallel to each other, we can say that indeed quadrilateral CDEF is a trapezoid. Oops. Now let's get going to number 22. Now consider the segment AB shown below. Which of the following location for point C makes a triangle ABC an isosceles triangle? Now, I'm just going to put all the points. I'm just going to put all the points in the graph to see where they are at. So 3 comma 5. So I have 3 here, I have 5 here. Yeah, this is 3 comma 5. Help. Here we go. Now 4 comma 5 here. 4 comma 5. 5 comma 3. And 5 comma 4. Sincerely, as soon as I see these points here, I know that 5 comma 3 cannot be an answer because it's like a lot far away from this side and too near this side, and it's just like there's no way that like two of those sides are equal, so I'm just going to cross out that one. So I'm between 3. Now what we can do is find the distance between all of them. what I like basically to do is just visualizing the shape. So if I draw a triangle here, I must say, it looks pretty equal, but if I like flip it, I cannot do it here. No, I don't think so. Like I can infer by visualizing this that this side is not equal to this side. Of course, this side like is not even nearby to be equal to the other side. So I don't think 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 answer. Now for 5.4, like I visualized it there and I get this. When I saw this, I say, okay, this is a long one, this is a short one, this is a medium one. These are tampoco like are not. Whoa, I just say a word in Spanish. I'm sorry. These are not they are not equal. Like they are also not equal to each other since you can tell the difference when you draw the figure. So I can just say this is not my answer and I can finally get this one. Oops. I'm better. I'm drawing. For what? Okay, let's just do this. Okay, and now I can say, it looks like pretty equal for me. Like this side looks pretty like this other side. So to confirm that, when you cannot just like trust your side, you need to calculate it. So to confirm that, we are going to use the formula. I'm going to say this is C, and I'm going to calculate AC and AB. So the distance, and distance is equal x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And I got that the distance for AC going to be equal square root x2 is 4 minus 3 square plus y2 5 minus 2 5 minus 2 square. So this is just 1 square plus 5 minus 3 minus 2 is 3, so 3 square. So this is 1 square is just 1, and 3 square like is 9, 3 times 3 is 9. And this is equal to square root of 10. Now we need to calculate the distance for AB. No, BC, for BC. Now the distance for BC, I'll put it here. Going to be equal 6, like x2 is 6, and x1 is 4, so 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 square plus, I'm actually going to move this a little bit to the side so I can move this here. Yep. Plus x by y2 is 3, y1 is 5, so 3 minus 5 square. I think I did something wrong. Oh, I used to look to the wrong side. You see that I marked ACB equal to AB, and I was calculating BC. So what I need to calculate now is AB, not BC. So AB. That's the reason I was getting a wrong answer. So be careful with which line you're calculating. So I mark here that these two lines look like each other with this. So now let's calculate AB to C. X2 is 6 and X1 is 3. Actually, so this is 6 minus 3 square plus 3. Y2 is 3, y1 is 2. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 square is going to be 3 squared plus 1 squared, which is 9 plus 1, which is square root of 10. And as you can see, the sides are equal, and it's confirmed that um, the coordinate we want for the point C is 4, comma 5, which is choice B. I'm going to do the last. Oh, I sincerely don't have time to do this. It's going to be long. So I'm going to start with this next week with 2023. I'm sorry for just like answer 3 questions, 4 questions in this video. It's just that they have a lot of explanation going on, and I know this is so long. That's the reason I encourage you to also review on your own since a lot of content, but don't doubt to enter the Discord channel or contact me if you ever need like more explanation or more help. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. For being present if you are in the Discord channel. Thank you.